Guys, I'm going to record your homework right now for Thursday. I am also going to warn all of you that Thursday will be Double Jeopardy Day. Okay, so this is the Double Jeopardy Challenge. It has no upside reward, but double destructive reward. Okay? So there's no reward. This is actually, it's Double Jeopardy. This is double penalty phase, right? So you guys will have all of your color printed analysis stuff for PG&E, for the right climate zone, all of the stuff for climate consultant, including all of the different sort of strategies and how they impact the psychometric chart. Okay? And you will have the weather spark analysis, all individual presentation quality. That means that when you come in on Thursday, right, that stuff does not have to be done ever again because it's already presentation quality. Which means that when you go to put your packet together, your bound booklet that only a third of you did and are all going to have problems because of that, that part's done. In class, you were working on the circles and the sections with the generic lines, correct? Those are to all be done. I'm not going to ask you to print those, but I am going to ask you to upload them in PDF format so that we can see all of them, okay, for Thursday. Okay, so we good so far? So just right now, it's just a bunch of analysis and printing and stuff. Okay, you guys are to have 5 schemes where you balance the cut and fill of each of the pads, and the pads correspond to the groupings of areas from your project prompt. So for example, if you have a swimming pool that's got 10 foot of patio around it, right, then that's going to become a pad. That's got to be balanced cut and fill. If you have a living room, dining room, kitchen, and patio areas around that, right, maybe that comes out to 1,664 square feet, and that becomes its own pad. And then if you have another pad that is the square footage of the bedrooms or the office or whatever it may be, you are required to have 5 distinctly different pads. Your garage is allowed to be one of the pads if you'd like it to be. Okay? But you are to have 5 separate topos with balanced cut and fill, okay, for every one of the pads. 5 different designs. You are welcome to use rectangles, squares, circles, okay? Do not use, should we let them use triangles or skip triangles? Too hard to deal with.
I don't know, what do you think, David?
Let's just leave the triangles out. You're only allowed to use squares, rectangles, and circles to create your pads. The pads will be 3 feet apart. It is double jeopardy. That means if you do not bring in all of the homework, it will not be accepted at all. So that means you will receive a double fat 0. You cannot pick and choose. I'm going to do this, but that's too hard, so I'm not going to do that. And I can get credit for this. Not going to happen. Your homework is either 100% complete or it's a 0. Clear? Is that enough homework? It's not very much, because the other stuff's just a bunch of printing. This part's the most work. So, good? Okay. Understand that if the pads do not connect to each other, then they're going to sort of be separate buildings. So can you do that with your office complex? You can. Can you do that with one of your master suites? No. Because when it's 126 degrees outside, okay, and people leave their house to go to sleep, they don't need to tromp out across the open desert to get to their master bedroom. Okay? And likewise, when it's 42 degrees outside and you are in the living room watching TV in your bare feet and you decide you're going to go to bed, you don't have to walk out across the cold concrete to get to your master bedroom. So you have to think about what rooms can be separated and which ones can't. Garage, can it be separated? Hey, you know what? It is. It can be, or it can be attached. Your call. On Thursday, we will be talking about strategies for dealing with desert and arid climates. That guaranteed will have an impact on your design. But if we do not have pads cut in, we can't proceed at all. Without the pads, you guys are going to waste another day of class. You're going to get nowhere with your design. I'm telling you right now, Hero and I are going to be Gandalf. We got big stakes, right? And when we're standing there, we'll pound that stake into the ground and we say, you shall not pass. You do not have your balanced cut and fill pads. Okay? 5 schemes. Here, I'll zoom out so you guys can see. So I have my original one here. Thank you, Nathan. Right? And then I have 5 copies. All next to each other. All different designs. I asked my students to do some where it's all circles, to do some where it's all rectangles, and then some where it's a mixture of circles and rectangles. Hero's class, it's up to him. Is there any questions about the homework? Is there any questions about the fact that it is double jeopardy? And I need you guys to refer back to your syllabus and remember, this course is being graded differently than any course I have ever graded here. Half of your grade, according to your syllabus, comes from your timely and complete completion of homework. Look at your syllabus. I warned you guys about that first day of class. Okay? All right. Questions? Everybody's too intimidated to ask anything now? Is that it? No? No questions? Literally nothing?
How about Exigo? Can we use Exigo?
Exigo is a hexagon, according to Carlos. One of our teachers during our master's program kept saying, you know, Exigo, and nobody in the entire group wanted to question what the hell's an Exigo. So finally, yours truly raises his hands, go, Carlos, what's an Exigo? He goes, you know, an Exigo. Finally figured out that he meant an hexagon. No questions?
That was cute.
That was cute, huh? Thank you, Lauren. Any questions that are pertinent or comments pertinent? Okay.